From the Ferguson Mariners Gymnasium, Channel 29 presents Group AAA Eastern Regional Girls Quarterfinals, the Phoebus Phantoms and the Deep Creek Phantoms. I'm Tim Cole along with Bob Hintz and A.G. Womble. Welcome to Ferguson High School for tonight's game between the Phantoms and the Phantoms.
No, it's the Phantoms and the Hornets, Tim.
They had that wrong, didn't they?
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting game. The Hornets were picked to finish 8th in their league over there, and the coach has done a tremendous job with them. He's got a real young team, and they have really come a long way. They're 10 and 13. They haven't got a great record, but they made it to the regionals, which is an accomplishment and something they've got to be proud of.
Well, the Deep Creek Hornets will be tangling with the undefeated Phoebus Phantoms, and they are 24-0. And before anything happens, let us take this moment to congratulate Mike Talon. There you see him at the top of your right hand top of your screen, white shirt and tie. Mike Talon and his crew deserves congratulations for going undefeated, 24-0. Monica Hart is one of the big reasons you saw her there as we are having the starting lineups introduced for both squads.
What they're doing, Tim, they're introducing one player from one team and one from the other team. And I think that's a real nice gesture you see where they go over and shake the hand of the opposing coach. I got to talk with Mike Talon at length today, and his team beat a real tough Menchville team last night in a very physical contest. In fact, he won his 4th straight district tournament championship, which has got to be some sort of a record. I don't know. I'm sure it is in the girls' end of the roster anyway. But here we see you got Nikki Reed, Tommy Boggs, Juanita Cook, who is a young lady that is an excellent ball player, Thea Johnson, and Monica Hart. And that's the starting 5 for the Phoebus.
Juanita Cook last night against Menchville in that victory had 15 points and 15 rebounds. This is a young lady who didn't get picked for either first or second.
And Tim, she did not make the all-district team. And the girls at Phoebus said she should have won most valuable.
Yeah.
And she didn't even get on the team. You know, there's...
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tim.
Well, these are the names of the starters for the Hornets. Debbie Brinkler, Jonita Copeland, Marla Stonecipher, and you saw the others. As we are about set to go, the Hornets of Deep Creek will be in the purple uniforms with white letters and numerals, and the Phoebus Phantoms will be considered the home team. And this, of course, is a neutral site, the Ferguson High School Gymnasium.
Well, the officials are Bob West and Royce Bowden, Tim.
There's Bob West with the ball.
Okay.
We are having some audio problems, and we hope that it's not distorted for your listening pleasures, but we'll hopefully have these things cleared up as best we can.
And I'll tell you one thing, you'll find these Phoebus girls will hawk that ball. They'll play full court man-to-man. They will cause a lot of turnovers. And right there is 5 seconds, closely guarded.
So the Phantoms will bring the ball up. We remind you that you have 8-minute quarters in high school basketball, 4 of them. Tammy Boggs, Johnson, Nikki Reed at the top of the key. She finds Juanita Cook. She'll give it to Tammy Boggs.
And they can't leave Tammy open. You know and I know she'll take that shot. But she took a big step, and she can't do that.
So neither team able to score here in the first 40 seconds.
The Hornets came out in a 2-3 zone, which means that the Phoebus is going to have to try to penetrate and get that ball inside. And that will open the outside game.
Ball tipped away, last touch by the Phantoms. And it'll be Phoebus ball at the end line. Excuse me, the Hornets will have the ball, rather. This is Copeland Her shot no good. Hart rebounds for the Phantoms.
And the Phantoms are best when they're running, Tim. They look a little sluggish. That game last night took a lot out of them.
Tammy Boggs' shot is too long. Juanita Cook with the rebound. Nikki Reed shot off the glass. Good.
That's our gal. She will light it up when it comes tournament time.
Deep Creek and a foul. This will be on Nikki Reed as she right in front of our broadcast position.
Yeah, she was getting pushed in the head a little, in the chest, but the official didn't catch that. He was watching from behind.
That's the first team foul, and that's the first on Nikki Reed. 6.5 to go. Phoebus on top, 2-0. This is Amanda Manley. Stone Cipher guarded closely by Tammy Boggs.
Well, they're going to put a lot of pressure and try to force some turnovers, because that's when they get their offense running.
Brinkler guarded by Johnson at the top of the key. And Johnson steals the ball and then ties it up.
And that'll be Phoebus' ball. That's a good heads-up job by Athena Johnson. Don't put that ball out in front of them, and they'll get it every time.
2-0, Phoebus on top. Reed to Johnson. She looking inside. Back to Nikki Reed. 14-footer, good. Nikki Reed with 4 points, and her team leads 4-0.
And there's another turnover, and that's what Phoebus does.
Tammy Boggs pulls up and shoots.
Well, she missed Athena Johnson wide open under the basket.
Traveling. So the pressing defense of the Phantoms.
And that's exactly what Randy Young jumped up and called timeout, Tim, is they are just unbelievable.
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 We're having some problems with our audio portion here. I hope your sound at home is working okay. We're having some problems here, but we'll hopefully have those ironed out momentarily. The Phantoms have gone up on top 6-0. Nikki Reed has scored 4 of the 6, and she had a phenomenal tournament. 23 out of 24 from the free throw line, including 10 out of 11 against Menchville.
And 10 to 10 the night before.
She was something. She always
really
is.
She is a spark plug of this team. She will get this team on track by her defense, her ball hawking ability, and her scoring, because she will score, but if somebody's open, she'll get the ball to them underneath the basket.
But she's the complete player. There's no question about that.
And she is going to Georgetown, Tim. She's got a scholarship to Georgetown University.
5:20 left here in the first quarter.
Now, can you picture her and Alonzo Mourning standing side by side? She'd come up to his kneecap, right?
Just about. Nikki, not the tallest player on the court. Tammy Boggs, her shot is short. Monica Hart kept it alive, and Juanita Cook rebounds, turns around, shoots, and doesn't go. Battle for the ball. And it's 1st and 10 for one of the two teams. It'll belong to the Hornets. This game being played Tuesday night, February 28th. We had hoped to bring you the championship game of the Peninsula Tournament, but because of continued postponements and weather problems, we were just unable to do so. But we will bring you the playoff games here in the regionals as far as these two teams go, both the Phoebus girls and the Hampton boys. Deep Creek still to get in the score column. Inside, it goes off the glass too strong, and it blocked by Boggs.
That was a good block, Tim.
Looked like a pretty good block.
It was.
Tammy,
I don't know if Joe's got that on slow-mo or not, replay.
I'm not going after the officials tonight, I guarantee you. I had my fun with the officials the last game we did.
Oh,
Janita Copeland gets the first, and she'll get the second shot. 4 4:25 left here in the first quarter. You see the replay there. I don't know if you can determine or not. The official much closer to the play than we are, and undoubtedly had a better angle on the play. So Deep Creek scores, and now they trail 6-2.
And they are playing man-to-man right now.
This is Boggs, short and off to the left, but inside is rebounded and put back by Juanita Cook. Her shot doesn't go. Nikki Reed. So Nikki Reed, as we've already alluded to, not a particularly tall player, but she was in the right place for the rebound. And now...
And then took it right up amongst all those trees.
Could you hear me?
Sounds like we're picking up our...
Nikki Reed called for her second personal foul.
It's a good shot at the Phoebus bench.
Carleen Hargrave comes in for Phoebus, replacing Nikki. So Reed off to a good start, but she picks up her second personal here in the first quarter. Shot put up, it's an air ball. And Juanita Cook with the rebound. This is Carleen Hargrove. Athena Johnson. Tammy Boggs' shot is partially deflected and is put in by Juanita Cook.
I don't know if that wasn't a pass. That almost looked like a pass.
It could have been. I was assuming that it was deflected because Tammy's never missed a shot that badly. Crowd on the Phoebus side calling for a traveling call. None was forthcoming.
That floor is slick, Tim. They seem to be sliding.
Marlena Stonecipher with the first basket from the field for Deep Creek. 2:54 left here in the first quarter. 10-4. All alone underneath is Juanita Cook.
Somebody is not looking for her, not guarding her.
And then Athena Johnson almost steals the inbounds pass.
That was a good job of Tammy spotting the open player underneath the basket.
Stonecipher comes out of the ball game, and Tanya Carey checks in. I heard our director say something, Bob. Did you happen to hear what he said?
I didn't hear nothing.
We're still working on it, folks. We do have sound now here at the broadcast position, so we can at least hear each other. Johnson's shot doesn't go, and now a foul is called.
Yes, we can hear each other now. I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that. It's a little fuzzy.
AG is even hearing us. We're getting big time.
We'll get all these little imperfections squared away here, but more importantly, at least your picture looks good.
There you go. They can do without our commentary sometimes.
Never.
Nice steal.
Athena Johnson gets too far under the basket. In an effort to get away from her defender, she just went too far underneath. Ball is knocked loose and regained by the Hornets, and now it's tied up momentarily. Monica Hart has it underneath, and it is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by
Mike Talon is
the Hornets.
Furious.
And he was calling for a foul. They got the ball nonetheless. And now a technical foul on Mike Talon.
He is applauding it because the guy made a bad call before. Well,
you know, we've already experienced the fact that people are going to time to time. The referees are going to miss a couple every now and then. Mike Talon, it felt like that one was so obvious no one should have missed it, but he did. And speaking of missing, Amanda Manley.
Well, and that's not really the time you want to get a technical, because not only do they get the two shots, but he lost possession. Should have waited till they had the ball.
The Manley hits 1 out of 2, and it's 12-5. Phoebus by 7. 1 second less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Inbounding right directly in front of our broadcast position. This is Amanda Manley, guarded by Johnson, backing in. She kicks it out. Now the pass inside The shot is put up, an air ball fired up by Chomnita Copeland, and back come the Phantoms. This is Carleen Hargrove. She finds Monica Hart. Her
Nice
jumper
shot.
is good.
Nice touch on that ball by Monica Hart.
So Monica Hart gets her first 2 of the ball game, and it's 14-5 Phoebus. Deep Creek a decided underdog and a 10-second violation.
And that's what Phoebus is good at, Tim, making the turnovers.
The one thing, the only time factor that you have as far as getting the ball up court is concerned is you must cross that 10-second line. There is no shot clock in high school ball. And you must get rid of the ball if you're guarded closely for 5 seconds. But other than that, you can take all day to shoot if you choose to. Tammy Boggs is fouled on the shot.
That was a little late call. I mean, it was obvious, but he didn't call it for a couple seconds. Then I looking at Mike Talon to see if he was going to jump off that bench.
Manley called for her first personal. See if we have this on the replay. Watch this inside. Tammy guarded by Manley. And she just barely got her on the elbow. But there you see the official, Bob West, is a little slow calling it, but he called nonetheless.
Tammy is pushing the ball and not letting that thing roll off her fingers. She hadn't got her shot down, but once she gets the rhythm down, you and I have seen her where she scored 30 points in the ball game.
There's a good look at Tammy Boggs. Outstanding ball player for Phoebus, averaging 12.7 on the regular season. She goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line, which is highly unusual for her.
How you doing?
Not bad.
And a three-pointer.
Three-pointer by number 32. Hit a three-pointer, Tim.
That's Manley. Juanita Cook returns the favor at the other end. That's 6 points for Cook. She and Nikki Reed have 6 points apiece of the 16 that have been registered by the Phantoms. Hart with the rebound. 32 seconds to go. Lead pass for Carleen Hargrove.
Nice left-handed layup.
That's Carleen Hargrave, I should correct myself. Pass down court is tipped away.
And another turnover, and we got 13 seconds.
Boggs still looking for the touch. She has been off on her shot so far here in the first quarter. She's asking for the ball. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Hargrave will fire. Got it.
Got it.
So at the buzzer, Carleen Hargrave hits for 2. And the Phantoms lead 20-8.
Well, I don't know about you, Tim. We're picking up the the announcer loud and clear.
If nothing else, you are watching the backs of the Phoebus Phantoms cheerleaders. We'll watch them do their bit as you also get a chance to see some of the crowd here. Still filing into Ferguson Mariners Gymnasium. It's a good facility here. They've got a lot of seating. And we want to, right up front, thank the fine folks here at Ferguson.
Particularly Coach Ryan, who is the AD here, has done a good job of helping Scotty and Sam and the crew set up. And really
There's
appreciate it. There's
We
AG
got over
sitting over
AG.
there with Bill D. AG, can you hear us?
I'm not sure we can hear him.
We're not picking you up at all, AG. That's okay. Well, we'll look at you. You look good on camera.
Boggs, bounce pass inside. Hart's turnaround jumper.
And they
is
get
good.
that ball inside, Tim. They're not going to stop Monica Hart.
Hart averaged almost 12 points a game during the regular season. Phoebus again pressuring that ball. They just get it across the timeline. And then lost on the baseline. It goes over to the Phantoms. So that pressure defense by Phoebus is giving the Hornets all kinds of trouble.
So she could have gone right on in and got the rebound, Tim, or
Well,
got
she
the
did.
layup. Who is that guy? Who's that guy?
7:22 left here in the first half. 22-8. Phoebus looking to advance to the regional semifinals if they can get past the Hornets here tonight. They are 24-0, and 4 of those victories came at the hands of the Menchville Monarchs, as Menchville was defeated 4 times by the Phantoms, but the Menchville Monarchs do advance to regional play. Is it possible that
they could meet in the regionals, finals, and in the state finals?
Is that right? I was curious about that.
Because the 2 top teams from the regional advance to the state finals. There are 8 teams going to the finals. The girls will play the first round at Arthur Ashe Center, and the boys will play the first rounds at, I think it's at University of Richmond.
Stolen by Copeland, and she puts it in for 2 after she missed her second free throw. She has 3 points, and it's a 22-11 lead for the Phantoms. Boggs wants the ball in the lane, and she gets back out of there before she's called for 3 seconds. She finds Carleen Hargrave, and it's knocked away. Stolen by Monica Hart and put in.
Monica Hart just took that ball right out of her hands.
You see big Monica, aggressive defensive player, and again stolen now. From the corner, Boggs still can't find a range. Keisha Reese, who is in the game, puts it back. So Keisha Reese just checked in a moment ago. Last time we had a stoppage in play, and she gets in the score column with her first basket. 26-11, and a ball lost out of bounds.
And that's just a lack of concentration. There was no pressure on the ball player receiving that pass that time.
The only pressure, that was like the receiver going downfield and looking downfield before catching the ball.
Right.
Monica Hart kicks it back to Boggs. She's still looking for that first basket.
She got it. She hit one. She'll get a rhythm going. She'll be tough.
Actually, she has two baskets, but it's been a while since the one earlier in the ball game. From 3, yes.
That little gal can shoot that 3-pointer. That's her second one.
She shoots it from right behind her ear. There you see Amanda Manley with 2 3-pointers. Now Boggs will try and get in that rhythm. No. And rebounded nicely by Keisha Reese. Back to Boggs. Boggs will drive, gets a screen from Reese. Again, her shot is off. Back come the Hornets, trailing as Phoebus has doubled the score, 28-14. Stansel drives, puts the shot up. It's tipped out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Hornets. As Nikki Reed and Juanita Cook will come back in, they'll replace Tammy Boggs and Athena Johnson for the Phantoms. So
Tammy, Tammy just looks like she's really kind of forcing her shot. It just doesn't look natural. But once she gets that rhythm down, she's tough.
Really what happens is that when they don't go at first, then you start to force them.
That's for sure.
Reese reaches in. Try and say that real fast. Keisha Reese.
3 times fast.
I can't say it 1 time. Keisha Reese reaches in.
I would just say Reese fouled her.
She hacked her on the arms, but she did. Watch the replay. You'll see the foul. There you saw her reach in and just about tear her arm off. At the free throw line is Tanya Carey, and she hits the first of 2. So the Hornets are pretty good from the free throw line. With that in mind, they miss. But to date, they are 5 out of 7, so they're doing fairly well from the charity stripe. Nikki Reed back in the game. Her shot is off, no good. Chased down with good hustle by Juanita Cook. She has nothing to prove to people on the peninsula, but she is playing like she might.
She is a very integral part of that team.
She's been snubbed on Peninsula District teams. There she steals the ball, and then a foul on the drive to the basket.
No, I think he's calling Palmer, Tim.
On the ball. Okay, I didn't see a signal. That's what I was waiting for.
I didn't either.
Nonetheless, it turns over to the Hornets, and then it goes out of bounds, and will go back to Phoebus. .444 left here in the first half. From the corner, Carleen Hargrave. And that's 6 points for her. So the Phantoms continue to spread the wealth as they did in that victory over Menchville Monday night. Manley's shot is off the glass. Monica Hart rebounds. All 5 Phoebus Phantoms were in double figures Monday night against Menchville. Led by 20 points, tossed in by Nikki Reed. Ball is lost out of bounds. It belongs to Deep Creek. You're watching the quarterfinals of the AAA Girls Tournament, Eastern Regionals. The Deep Creek Hornets and the Phoebus Phantoms. I'm Tim Cole with Bob Hintz and A.G. Wumble. We're here at Ferguson High School. This game being played Tuesday, the 28th of February, 1989. We've got 4 minutes to go in the first half. The Hornets with a 13-10 record facing the superior 24-0 Phoebus Phantoms. Hornets decided underdogs. Ball knocked away. Nikki Reed on a 2-on-2. She'll put it off the glass.
She'll get that. She is very quick. Stole the ball, drove in, has a chance for the three-point play.
The basket does count. Don Farabee, number 22, was the guilty Hornet on the play. There you see a good shot of young Nikki Reed. Georgetown bound. We'll watch a replay as you saw her complete the three-point play. Here you'll see her get nudged just as she put the ball up. And she got the three-pointer.
She kept her head up the whole time. Now they're in a half-court trap.
Shot is an air ball, and back comes Phoebus. Tammy didn't get the handle on it right away, but now she's got it. This is Hargrave to Reed to Hart. Turnaround jumper. Hart's hot.
Well, Hart has got her shot down good.
See, that's the thing about Phoebus. If one of the girls is cold, they got a lot of other firepower. They all
and you said it when you said it in the game last night. 5 starters in double figures, so you know all 5 of them can score. And Tammy is having a horrible game this first half, quarter and a half, and her shot's not falling. But Monica Hart, you get the ball inside her. I don't think she's missed but 1 or 2 shots. And you see, Tammy just has trouble getting in a flow. And it could be last night's game. That was a very physical contest with the Menchville Monarchs last night. Here you see just a nice turnaround, put up, boom, all net. Good job for Monica Hart.
Just to run down the scoring as we have it unofficially so far. Reed has 9 points with 4 baskets and a free throw. 6 points for Hargrave, 4 points for Tammy Boggs, 2 for Keisha Reese, 8 for Juanita Cook, and 8 for Monica Hart. So they've spread it around pretty well, and they lead 37-15 with just 3:16 left here in the first half.
Well, they're definitely not what they call a one-dimensional team. They have so many different looks. They can come at you defensively, offensively. They can press you. They can trap you. They can just upset you and not let you get into any offensive pattern. At the same time, they're scoring. Multi-dimensional.
Manley loses the ball, and they'll say she simply turned it over rather than had it knocked away.
I think she stopped, tried to catch the ball, and went right out of her hands.
Back comes Reed. Boggs, that's her spot. She just hasn't found the range yet. Turnaround jumper by Reese is good. So Reese picking up where Boggs may be letting down. This is Manley. She's got 2 3-pointers. This shot is a 2-pointer. It's no good. Short jumper is put back in by Copeland. Jonita Copeland has 5 points for Deep Creek. Boggs now thinking about that shot. She started to take it. Reed from 10. Got it.
And that's the shot normally that Tammy would shoot. And she just isn't shooting it tonight.
And then well, not she, but the Hornets double dribble as they bring it up. Carleen Hargrave had the turnover for a moment.
I thought so too, but he called double dribbling. Excuse me. Double dribbling prior to the steal.
41-17. Monica Hart continues to be hot. three-pointer.
She is a good ball player.
Boggs passes for Hart. She's bumped, no call, but she gets the basket anyway. That last shot, by the way, from Manley was only a two-pointer. 45-19, and we'll have further substitutions as Carleen Hargrave gets a good round of applause from the fans and a pat on the head by Mike Talent. She did a real good job coming in.
Boy, she really did. She stepped in there when Nikki Reed picked up that second foul early in that first quarter.
Boggs will fire from the corner, and it won't go. She had about 3 bounces there with opportunities.
Almost had the shooter's bounce.
There you see Mike Talent intently watching. His team has been undefeated this season. Shot from the corner is chased down by Hart. Back come the Phantoms. Less than 1 minute to go now. 55 seconds left in the half. Tammy Boggs back to Reed. Reed will shoot from 12. No good. Keisha Reese with a rebound and a putback. No good. And it's lost out of bounds. Last touch by the Phantoms. 40 seconds to go in the half. 45-19. This is Copeland. Inside, the pass is tipped away, and it was last touched by the Phantoms. Deep Creek Hornets will have the ball. Inbounds pass stolen by Boggs. Tammy all alone got the layup.
If you miss that one, you really want to run and hide.
6 points for Tammy Boggs. 10 seconds left in the half. I'm not sure Deep Creek realizes they only have 1 second to go. And a jump ball as the buzzer sounds.
And time ran out.
So our halftime score here at Ferguson High School finds the Phantoms of Phoebus with a comfortable lead. 47 they have, 19 for Deep Creek. We'll return with second half action, but first let's take a brief timeout.
I still get paid.
Tim Cole, Bob Hintz, and A.G. Womble back at Ferguson High School. There you see our score at halftime, 47-19. The Phantoms of Phoebus comfortably on top. To run down the individual scoring for you, Nikki Reed had 11 points on 5 out of 7 from the field for Phoebus to lead her team. Carleen Hargrave had 6 points. She hit 3 out of 4 from the field. Tammy Boggs with 6 points. 4 points for Keisha Reese, 2 out of 3 from the field. 8 points for Juanita Cook, 4 out of 6 from the field, and 12 points. Excuse me, I said Reed led her team, but 12 points for Monica Hart. And she is, in fact, the leading scorer, and she was 6-4-6 from the field. You don't get any better than that.
You can't get any better than that.
Amanda Manley had 9, including 2 3-pointers for her team to lead the Deep Creek Hornets, and 7 points for Chonita Copeland. And after that, just 2 for Marla Stonecipher and 1 for Tanya Carey. And we are underway with the second half. This game being played Tuesday, the 28th of February at Ferguson High School. Switching hands on the dribble. Nice move by Nikki Reed.
And that's a slick move because she was sure outmanned if she'd have gone to the basket.
Reed, one of the premier players, but then most of these girls could be given that description. Johnson is a good one. Juanita Cook, underrated. Tammy Boggs, just what can you say? The girl has had a couple of 30-pointer seasons or games this year. And Monica Hart down below, everybody gets out of her way.
Well, I tell you,
derogatorily, I mean,
she is an excellent ball player, and I know what you mean, but she's what you call a wide body. She takes up a lot of space underneath that basket, and that's good.
Long rebound comes off for the Deep Creek Hornets, and it's put in by Marla Stonecipher. So she had a basket in the first half and adds her second one here early in the second half. Boggs still looking for the touch. Her shot is long.
And she came out at halftime and shot and shot and shot and shot, trying to get her shot down.
That's her competitive nature. She's not going to give in to this. She's going to keep shooting until she gets off this cold spell that she had. I didn't get her shooting statistics. It's the only girl they didn't mention. Nikki Reed is knocked down on the play and given an assist to her feet by Debbie Brinkler. That's 2 on Brinkler. First team foul of the second half. And Nikki will go to the free throw line. She is 1 for 1 from the stripe tonight. And a rare miss for her.
You took the word right out of my mouth. That definitely is a rare miss. And here you can see on the replay where she just takes it, avoids the charge, and is bumped real hard by number 32 for the Hornets. Missed 2.
So Reed gets cold at the free throw line as she misses both of those. And a foul. Reach-in foul will be charged to Athena Johnson. That'll be a player control foul. First team foul. Shot is short. Manley rebounds underneath. Her shot no good. And Juanita Cook rebounds. She had 15 points and 15 boards in the championship game against Menchville, did Juanita Cook. Did a great job this year. Boggs is open. She'll shoot from 13. It's off the rim, no good. Batted around and last touched by Nikki Reed. I believe she kicked it out. And she's got a word of encouragement. You may have seen her go over to Tammy there and say, look, don't worry about it, just keep shooting.
And if you're a shooter, you got to keep shooting.
So needless to say, these teammates are a close-knit ball club. You don't go 24-0 without having cohesion. 5:55 left here in the third quarter. I understand we got AG fitted with a regular headset now.
No.
We can barely hear you, but I think I did hear you.
You may be coming through slightly.
Can you hear me?
Can
Well,
you hear him?
I'm not sure he's coming through his mic. It might be your mic I'm hearing. Now we got a turnover, giving the ball back to Phoebus. 49-21 is the score. Phoebus comfortably in front. Looking to advance to the semifinals of the regions. Johnson's shot is up, no good, and the follow-up is good by Juanita Cook. So she gets a rebound and a basket. Shot fired up by Dawn Farabee. She was just outside the three-point range. This is Johnson. Her shot is long. Chased down by Boggs. Tammy will put it up, still no good. And a foul underneath as over the back was Chonita Copeland, number 40 of Deep Creek. That will probably be a player control foul.
Well, Tammy Boggs right now is just worried so much about that shot. She just needs to shoot it naturally and not worry so much about it. And I'm glad to see her keep shooting, but
she missed that one, but then tied up the Deep Creek player, and the arrow of possession points to Deep Creek, so they'll get the ball. Hargrave will come back in. Carleen Hargrave will give Boggs a rest. 51-23 is our score. Phoebus led 20-8 after the first quarter, and then led 47-19 at halftime. They've added 4, as have Deep Creek here in the second half. They've played even. Johnson with the rebound for the Phantoms. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. We've had a great deal of pleasure bringing you the high school basketball games this year. Hart's turnarounder is no good, but she'll go to the free throw line.
And you're not going to call that a shot because she got fouled. I tell you, that was, and almost went in.
Yep.
But that's the only way they're going to stop her. They're going to have to foul her. You're 6 for 6 that first half, and you get that ball down there in the box, and she is just tough.
This is her first visit to the free throw line, and she comes up short on the first one. We'll watch the replay as we see Hart miss the second. You see Hart as she goes up, she is hit from the side. While we've been away, the ball is turned over by the Hornets, and back come the Phantoms. They can't get it to go. And back come the Hornets.
Yeah, but you know when I flick it, back in the old days when I flick it, the little light would come on when I flick it. Now the light never comes on.
Good defense by Johnson. Athena Johnson, 1-on-3. And she was a bit out of control, but some of her lack of control was precipitated by Dawn Farabee, who kind of got in her way. Picking up the personal foul.
And they're going to call that a foul prior to the shot? Okay.
A non-shooting foul they have determined. Reed for Hargrave. She looks inside, kicks it on the right side for Johnson. Back to Hargrave. Inside for Monica. Back to Johnson. Phoebus being patient. Hargrave from 10 gets
very patient team.
That's 8 points for Carleen Hargrave. 53-23. Phoebus by 30. Question is, Bob, when is Phoebus going to get an opponent of any caliber? Hargrave at the other end, double dribbles. So she was on the wrong side of the basket. It looked like she caught the ball, dribbled once, stopped, and then dribbled again.
Yeah, but evidently I missed that, so that could very well have been what happened.
She kind of set herself up, which, you know, you can do that as long as you keep dribbling, but of course she can't stop and then restart the dribble. 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Phoebus looking for victory number 25 on the season. Pass underneath goes out of bounds, but it was touched by Nikki Reed of Phoebus, they say. There you see the shot from Dr. Sam Still's camera as he is doing some floor duty tonight. Shot is short. Put back up by Marla Stonecipher. That's 6 points for Marla. And back come the Phantoms. Hargrave will shoot. Doesn't go. Rebound inside is put back by the ever-present Juanita Cook, and she is fouled. I'm telling you, I know that there's only a number of places that people can have, you know, players picked, but to leave Juanita Cook off all these specialty teams, all these honorary teams is just ridiculous.
She's already got 10 rebounds for this game, and we're not even through the third quarter yet. So that'll give you what kind of statistic she is. She's always around the ball, rebounding, going after the loose ball. And Mike Talent said that probably the reason she didn't get picked, and it's a really a lousy reason, is she's not flashy. She's just a consistent good ball player, doesn't do anything real outstanding, but she ends up with a lot of rebounds, a lot of points, a lot of steals, and a lot of assists. I mean, she's just an all-around good ball player.
Well, she leads her team in scoring. She averages 13.5 for the Phantoms. That certainly got to get you some recognition. Ball is tipped away and finally controlled by Hart. For Nikki Reed in the corner. She'll take the two-hand jumper and it's good. $15 points for Nikki now. There you see the score, 55-25.
Well, I predicted a 35-point lead win.
Your prediction's looking real strong right now. Ball is last touched by the Hornets, so it'll go over to the Phantoms. Tammy Boggs will come back in for Phoebus, as will Jonita Copeland of Deep Creek. And also coming in for the Phantoms is Shavanka Chapman, and she'll give Monica Hart a breather. Hart checks out of the ball game with a 12-point total. All of those coming in the first half. Tammy Boggs shoots from her spot. She still can't buy it. Carlene Hargrave, the smallest player on the floor right now,
comes up with a ball. You don't have to be big to play this game. You just got to have a lot of heart. And you got to be scrappy.
So Phoebus now will be in the bonus situation, although it's not applicable in this case because 2 shots will be given to Carlene, and she hits the first. But from this point on, for the duration of the game, which has 1:35 remaining in the third, Phoebus will be shooting at least a 1-and-1. Hargrave misses the second. Again, that ever-present pressure from the Phantoms. Manley for 3, no good. And Juanita Cook
swatted that ball away.
She did an in-your-face shot there. Ball stolen underneath. Chapman stole the ball. It's a 3-on-1. Reed will pull up and shoot. Yes. 17 points for Nikki Reed. A minute to go in the third. 58-25 as Phoebus continues to romp over their opponents. The only team that can seemingly give them a match is Menchville. Nikki's shot off balance is no good. Boggs with the rebound, it won't go. Turnaround jumper from Boggs is good. So Tammy now has 8 points. Certainly not a shabby night by any means, but she's fired a lot of shots up and they haven't gone. Reed guarding Manley, who has 2 3-pointers so far, and she's the leading scorer for her team. This is Manley. She'll fire it up, no good. Comes off for Copeland, and she can't get it. With 10 seconds to go, back comes Nikki rather. Bounce pass, an errant one. Not the fault of Boggs, but she couldn't get to it and goes out of bounds. 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Tammy almost stole the ball. It goes out of bounds with no time showing on the clock. So I guess
you got it. If the horns ends play, not the clock. You got to click a half a second or something like that left.
And there you now hear the horn sounding the third quarter. So we've played 3 quarters, and the score is Phoebus 60, Deep Creek 25. Channel 29 provides year-round coverage of sporting events in the school system. Competitions videotaped include football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Viewers meet the coaches and students who participate in various activities such as football, basketball, tennis, baseball, softball, golf, track, and swimming. During the 1987-88 school term, Channel 29 received an award from the Virginia Coaches Association for its contribution to local and statewide sports coverage. Be sure and watch host A.G. Wumble, our good old buddy here, our roving reporter, 3, 6, and 8 p.m. Tuesdays through Fridays, right here on Channel 29. 17 points for Nikki Reed through 3 quarters of play.
Just keep shooting, Tammy.
Tammy will inbound the ball right in front of us and head down court.
Tammy gave me a smile and said, I don't know, but she's going to keep shooting. That was what she's got to do.
Yeah, she'll get it back. There's no question about that. Got 8 points. It's not a bad night for her.
No, it's just that that shot that she's missing, that 15-footer, we've seen her hit it time and time again, and it's just not going in tonight.
As you mentioned, contact by Hargrave. As you mentioned, Phoebus had a tough physical game against Menchville last night, and that could have some telling tale, although I don't think anything's going to keep Phoebus from their destiny here. We got a jump ball as two Hornets tied each other up, which is not exactly kosher.
Well, they said that Nicole Blanc was Blanc, the gal from France, tied her up.
I was waiting for you to say something. From deep in the corner, the shot, a two-pointer. Debbie Brinker with the two-pointer, 60-27. Hargrave inside, going to the basket for the Phantoms was Tanya Brooks, number 23, who's checked in. So Mike Talon now is going to use some reserves, get them some playing time here. Chantel Pitt checks in for the Phantoms as well. As you had mentioned earlier, Nicole, I think it's just Noelle Blanc is in there. Brooks hits on the first. Second one is short, but the rebound comes to Johnson, and then she is going to be called for double dribble. 7:12 left here in the ball game. Phoebus on their way to victory number 25 on the season. A victory tonight will advance them to the semifinals, which I believe, Bob, are going to be played on Friday night.
Yes, it'll be Friday night, and it'll be yet to determine a site. Tim, let me explain this to you and the viewers while I got a chance. Both Phoebus and Cox ended up with a 22-0 regular season record. That's what they're going by. Even though Phoebus has a better overall record of 24-0 than the 23-0, they're not counting all the teams. So what they're going to do tonight, they're supposed to flip a coin to see who will be the host team. Assuming, of course, that Cox wins tomorrow night, tonight. They're playing tonight over at across the water, and they're playing Lake Taylor.
So Carleen Hargrave is 2 for 2 this time to the free throw line. She's 3 out of 4 for the evening. And Hargrave has done a good job. She's got 11 points on the night. She had 6 at halftime. 63-27. So apparently Cox High School will be the next competition for Phoebus. And I say, I don't mean the next game, but the next competition, because they haven't had any here tonight.
Well, Phoebus scrimmage Scott at the beginning of the season beat them about 40 points. I don't know if they're going to find any real tough competition until they get to the state. But they can have a bad night and off night too, but that's why Phoebus is so successful, because Tammy is not having her best night offensively. But look what Monica Hart did. 6 of 7.
Hargrave from 14, no good. Keisha Reese back in the game with the putback. So Reese, good rebounding position, gets the easy putback. And it's 65-27 with 6 minutes to go. The only thing in doubt here is the final score. An air ball put up. Goes out of bounds, belongs to the Phantoms. There you see Bob West as he'll give the ball to Chantel Pitt. So Mike Talon has cleared the bench. He has no starters in the ball game now. Although Carleen Hargrave is in there, and she has played most of the ball game. She came in when Nikki Reed picked up her second personal foul in the first quarter, and Reed has yet to commit another foul. Good block by the Hornets, and the ball is chased down. Hargrave with an effort to save it.
Well, she was diving on the ground to get that ball, and that's the kind of hustle a coach loves to see.
Your team is up by 40 points almost, and you've got players diving for the ball. So that's the spirit that is exhibited by these Phantoms. They don't ever quit.
Are you live, AG?
I don't know.
Is he alive?
No. We've had our problems getting AG with a live mic tonight. Somebody up there doesn't want to listen to him. We'll get him squared away here. We're going to be here for the boys' game after this. for the ball on the baseline, and they say it was finally last touched by Noel Blanc. 4:48 left. 65-27. I understand AG is concerned that he might not get paid since he's not being heard tonight. I think we have a show-up policy here. If you show up, you get paid. Turnover gives the ball back to Deep Creek, and then a foul, as could have been a charge as well as a block, but it will be called a block.
It's not the equipment, it's me tonight. Low bid.
I wish they could see what was going on here. The AG does. He's tried 3 different mics and he still has more. They've changed the batteries. They've done everything, and I don't know. Somebody's out to get you, AG.
It's low bid on those batteries.
Low bid on the batteries.
Debbie Brinker with 5 points. What happened to the radio crew from?
Well, they were setting up, and they left. They went up on top. They don't want to sit down here.
Oh, I see. I used my deodorant before we came over. Our good friends at WPIX. By the way, I want to again thank Mike Keach of the Daily Press for his help in getting the statistics for tonight's game. Mike has been very helpful for us in the past and continues to be, and we appreciate his help. It's hard to get information on a lot of these teams, but
nice shot.
Hargrave. So Hargrave is having an excellent ball game. She's got 13 points in the role of a reserve. 67-29. Phoebus with a 38-point lead. So your 35-point prediction is looking real strong, Bob. We should have a double dribble call.
Well, I don't think, and I don't look for it to be less than 35, but I talked to Mike Talon early in the year, and he says the best defensive team that he's played against all year long is his second unit. He said they just can't score like Menchville can, but defensively his second unit is as good as any team he's faced this year. So that'll make your team really sharp when you got a good second unit to practice against every day.
Second unit is out there, and Nicole Benjamin is on the court along with Veronica Donnell for Phoebus. This is Donnell as she was guarding the ball handler. Ball knocked away. Chantel Pitt will come back in, and she'll give Keisha Reese a rest. 3:01 remains in the ball game. Now coming in is Lucretia Williams for the Phantoms. Turnover will give the ball back to the Phantoms. Ball goes out of bounds. Underneath.
Well, how would you describe that pass, punt, drop kick?
That covers it. Hargrave will step to the free throw line. She's got 13 points. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. And she's 4 out of 5 now.
You don't think my 35-point prediction is in jeopardy, do you, Tim?
No, I really don't. I think you're in real good shape with that one.
I will not touch the next game.
Hargrave hits 2, and she's got 15, just behind Nikki Reed's 17 on her team. I'm sorry to say that unless we can figure out some way to get a live mic for AG, we won't be able to talk to Mike Talon. Mike Talon or any of the ladies after the game, we don't have a portable mic tonight at this point. But unless I'm incorrect, Bob, we will be following the girls as if we can, unless there's a conflict, and I'm not sure how we're going to decide whether to follow the boys, assuming Hampton should advance. Hargrave is hot.
Boy, she is on tonight.
17 points for Carleen Hargrave. Pass down court. She does, in fact, average 7 points a game, 7.4 during the regular season. So she's no stranger to the scoring. But she is the sixth man, so to speak. Checking back in is Noelle Blanc for the Phantoms. 2:14 left, 71-29. Again, a mismatch for the Lady Phantoms. Shot by Veronica Donnell was knocked out. Donnell's shot is no good. Hargrave with the rebound, put back in. Carleen Hargrave coming off the bench now will be the leading scorer for the Phantoms tonight with 17 points.
Chet Hargrave is just playing an awesome game out there tonight, offensively, and just a scrapper. Number 11 for the Phantoms, Lucretia Williams, really went after that loose ball. Like to tore the opponent's arm off. She said, "That's my basketball."
By the way, Phoebus fans will be glad to know that Carleen Hargrave is just a junior, so she'll be back next year. Juanita Cook is a junior as well as Noelle Blanc and Veronica Donnell and Chantel Pitt.
Well, the play is just a little bit ragged right now.
The graduating seniors for Phoebus include Reed and Tammy Boggs. But they do have, like I said, they do have a couple of key players coming back next year. Hart is also a senior. And Hargrave, who just stole the ball, will be a senior next year, so she'll have more action. She'll be an integral part as she double dribbles. 120.
She needed to give that ball up that time.
Yes, AG.
Coming through, AG.
He's been hurt.
Maybe we'll try to get Mike over here after the game because of the mic and problems we have with the mic.
Yeah, you can hand him my headset and you can do your thing.
Well, you can use mine, either one. It'll make any difference.
Tim, I believe Bob predicted 30 points before the game.
35.
35,
yeah.
Jimmy.
So I think he's in the ballpark there.
I think I've overextended it. I thought they would score 80 points tonight, too, but in fact, they're going to be short of 80.
We missed a good interview with Bill D.
Yeah.
He said they were going to get 200 total yards and 15 first down.
He's been out here helping to coach the girls, huh?
44.
You know, Mike helps him with the varsity football team.
Yes, he does.
44 seconds remaining. Carleen Hargrave giving a standing ovation from the Phoebus Phantoms and their players. And she leaves with 19 points unofficially, and a congratulations to her on an excellent ball game. So Nikki Reed ends up with 17, Hargrave with 19, and 12 points for Monica Hart. Tammy Boggs with an off night, but still scores 8. Second basket for Veronica Donnell. So the reserves get the extra loud cheers tonight because they don't get a chance to score that much, and when they do, it's a real treat for them.
It really is.
Inside of 10 seconds to go, and Arlethea Stansel hits. No time remaining. The clock has run out, and our final score is Phoebus 77, Deep Creek 31. And we'll hopefully have, please stay tuned because we're going to get a handheld mic here, I see, as Dr. Stills will hopefully get AG to have Mike Talon and a couple of the standout young ladies for the Phantoms come over here and have a word, as Mike will be rejoining his team momentarily here, Coach Talon of Phoebus. Get the girls squared away. I think we're going to have a handheld mic for you, AG. Get it to go in there. I'd have the wrong kind of fitting on there.
Yeah, that's the wrong kind of fitting on that. It's only a 3-holder, and you got a 4-holder down there. You got a 4-holder. Why don't you just take my mic?
What you do, AG, you just pass us back and forth.
All right. Put that thing on, Michael. Congratulations. I predicted 35-point win. You just went over my head.
Wasn't trying to. Mine isn't as big as yours.
All right, Mike.
Okay.
All right, I think we have Mike Talon. Mike, congratulations, 45-point win. Bob Hintz predicted 35.
He was pretty close. I just wanted to get out of here with a good game.
Mike, this was one of the first games in a long time that you had to win. What kind of extra pressure was there on you and your team tonight?
Before the game, I just said this is a new season. Everybody is 0-0. We just play hard from the start. We don't know much about them. They don't know much about us, so we just went about it like that.
Nikki Reed, another great effort tonight.
She loves tournaments. And I tell you what, Carlene Hargrave is the one that gave us a lot of spark tonight. Little junior reserve guards. Yeah, I think she had 20 points.
Yes, she did. Who do we have next, Mike?
The winner of Cox and Wilson. Not Cox and Wilson, Cox and Lake Taylor tonight.
What do you know about them?
I've seen both of them play. We scrimmaged Cox earlier, and they're a much improved team over what we played. They've got their point guard back, who has been averaging 16 a game and 6 assists, 6 steals. So they've got a center that's been there for 4 years, who was all district the last 3 years, I know. So they're tough, very fundamental, very well coached.
Okay, Mike, congratulations again, a great win tonight. Good luck. We're going to be following you all the way here on Channel 29.
Hope we don't let anybody down.
Okay, Mike Talon, great job.
Thanks, fellas. Thank you. Now I know what it feels like to work.
All right, there you had a chance to hear Mike Talon with his comments with AG. The only way we could get AG to get on the air tonight was to steal our headsets, bub. So that's going to do it from Ferguson High School. The Lady Phantoms of Phoebus advance to the semifinals, and as you heard Mike Talon say, it'll either be Cox or
Lake Taylor.
And the winner of tonight's other quarterfinal being played will advance, and we'll hopefully have those games for you right here on Channel 29. Depends on, I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but we'll let you know as soon as we know. This is Tim Cole for Bob Hintz and A.G. Wobble. Again, the final score, Phoebus 77, Deep Creek 31. The Phantoms go to 25-0. For the entire crew, thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
That was a good call.
And a whistle inside. And I believe they're going to charge the foul to Sean Lynch.
Yeah, he did. He pushed so he could get that rebound, Tim. But sometimes you get by with it. That's not dirty. That's just little tricks you pick up. Everybody does a little.